People who killed in self-defense, what's your story? I woke up one night to my dog barking, which he never does, so I grabbed my pistol and went to check it out. When I looked out the front door I could see some motion by my truck and I heard some pounding. I opened the door and sidestepped to where I could see down my driveway and I saw someone punching my truck, so I asked what he was doing. He stopped and turned to me huffing and puffing and started saying things like she's a liar and such, and I asked where he thought he was. He told me, and it was a street like 3 blocks away. I proceeded to tell him he was at the wrong house and that he needed to leave, but he refused and said he was at the right place and then proceeded to approach me. I raised my gun and pointed it at his chest. I had been holding it in both hands pointed at the ground directly in front of me the whole time, and told him he needed to leave and that he was at the wrong house. He didn't listen. He kept coming toward me repeating what he said about someone being a liar. I told him again that he needed to leave and he then told me he was invincible, which with the way he was talking and acting plus that told me he was high as a kite. As he was approaching I was gradually backing up to my front door and eventually was backed up directly to it. He eventually got within arm's reach of my gun and made a swipe for it, so I jerked it back and then pushed back out and fired a shot right in the center of his chest. He didn't flinch, he didn't grimace, or anything to show that he was just shot. He then started coming at me again and I proceeded to shoot him till he dropped, 6 shots total all in the center of his chest. He moved a little and then stopped. After making sure he wasn't getting up, I went inside, quickly told my wife I was okay, and called the cops and put on shorts as I went back outside. The cops showed up about 5 minutes later. I had put my gun down inside before, so I told him I was unarmed with my arms out and told him where the guy was. He detained me, and after about 6 hours and a couple interviews at the police department, I was released with 0 charges against me.